Welcome to Remote Places New Zealand. Today we may not seem to be very remote, as we're only 500 metres from Highway 1, but we're still an hour away from the closest supermarket, and I know that matters to some of you. We are visiting the Flaxbourne Olive Oil Estate in Ward Marlborough. We joined Tom and Bernie Casey and the team for 5 days during the 2022 harvest. It certainly opened my eyes to the difference between cheap supermarket oil and good olive oil. This stuff is slow produced by passionate lovers of pure olive oil. So let's look at the 5 stages of olive oil harvesting, with some environmental comments at the end. The opinions here expressed are mine and formed from several trips to this olive oil estate, and I don't present myself as an expert. Stage 1, row selection. First, let's go for a wander among the groves, all in very neat rows like soldiers on a parade ground. Here they grow a bunch of different varieties. The Italian names of each roll off Tom's tongue as if he was Italian himself, but it would not sound at all correct if I attempted. If you're interested, check out their website for the detail. Each variety is readily identified by the shape and texture of the trunks, at least they are to the trained eye. All trees are individually numbered and all activity is tracked. This tracking also allows for optimum selection of rows that are ready for harvesting. It's only as you go close you can see how laden these trees are. Stage 2, picking. Each morning we roll out with all the nets and olive shaker machines, which are stacked on the trailer and pulled by the orchard John Deere to the rows ready to be picked that day. There the nets get pulled out under the trees, then the long olive shakers are employed, systematically working around each tree, shaking the branches and causing the olives to fall onto the spread nets below. Some hand picking of the lower parts of the trees complete the pick. I found it very therapeutic running your hands down the leafy limbs as you squeeze the olives off into the nets. It reminded me of hand milking cows. You must coordinate the pulling and squeezing action to strip the olives off. As you move around the tree, beating or hand picking, you must occasionally pick up the nets to clear areas for your feet. As if you stand on the olives, the aging process starts immediately. As each tree is completed, nets are pulled into a valley and the olives flow off the nets into large bins and then taken to the processing shed, a quad trailer load at a time. Stage 3, leaf and debris removal. Here in the processing shed, they are slowly fed into a large hopper with an air blower in the base. This separates any leaves, twigs and dirt that have been collected with the olives. Out the bottom of this big hopper flows clean olives into plastic bins, which are then stacked in the press room. Stage 4, pressing. The majority of pressing is done on site in an Italian-made olive press. When this is running, the olives are constantly fed in all the time under the watchful eyes of the passionate operator. This press is manufactured to efficiently process the olives to maximise premium oil production. Everything is controlled to ensure the oil starts to drip and then run into the collection buckets. This takes quite some time to begin, as the olives travel by roller, auger, chopper, mixing bowl and then into the press. All natural, no heating or addition of solvents. The result is the aforementioned oil slowly, very slowly, running into large stainless steel collection buckets. It is quite mesmerising watching that oil run pure and clear into these buckets. The slow flow of oil running constantly for 10 hours a day soon adds up to a significant litrage of oil. Stage 5. Oil preparation for market. The oil is then taken to the processing room, where in a temperature and light controlled environment it is settled, strained and stored. Over the next few months, more settling and transferring of tanks will happen. Along with independent testing, competitions will be entered and hopefully certificates achieved, continuing the Flaxbourne Olive Oil Estate's fine tradition of being one of New Zealand's premium olive oil producers. Then the bottling, blending and selling process starts. All the while each batch and bottle of oil is tracked. The different olive oil varieties allow the estate to produce both single and mixed oils as required for the diverse market they serve. The colour of the oil, which ranges from light green to light yellow, is no indication of quality, rather it reflects the olive tree variety the oil comes from. They sell in several farmer markets and directly to chefs and restaurants. This is important as it provides excellent direct communication with the end user. Online sales are also available through their website at www.flaxbourneoliveoil.co.nz. Environmental care. Whilst this is not an organically certified operation, it is apparent that all care is taken to run the operation as naturally as possible. From grove care through the growing season to harvesting. Nothing is wasted. The leaves that have been separated from the olive pick are collected and daily fed to the sheep. They love them. They come a-running when they hear the quad coming to their fence. Not sure if that produces olive flavoured lamb chops, but it certainly puts a smile on their faces. Press waste is spread as a mulch around the hazelnut trees, reducing weed control and returning nutrients to the soil, along with all cleaning runoff, which is added to the estate's compost pile. Nothing is wasted or needs to be dumped. They are also in the process of installing a solar panel array to offset national electrical generation. Tom and Bernie's care for where they live is obvious.